Hi guys, Alex Peak Performance Reviews. Welcome to another vlog and welcome to another video in the FK8. Been meaning to do some 60 to 130s, but I wanted to kind of do a video that I've been meaning to do for quite a while, and that's 0 to 60. And most people will probably switch this video off because they'll think, oh, front wheel drive car, fair bit of power. We all know how that goes. They're terrible, they scramble, they've got no traction. And the 0 to 60 will be in like the 6-second bracket or 5-second bracket. Now, anyone who's meticulously followed our channel will know that actually the previous gen Civic Type R, I could get regular, and when I say previous gen, I mean FK8, but non-facelifted. They do have traction issues, not terribly, they're still decent for a front wheel drive car with a decent amount of power, but I consistently got 0 to 60 in 6 seconds flat in that car, and I got one 5.9, and it was really hard to get that. Obviously, since I bought a facelifted version, there was a lot of things, geometry changes and all kinds to the suspension and other bits that meant that the car potentially could have much better traction. And there's no doubt from a reviewer and from someone who wants to be honest and talk about it, when I drove this against the previous gen one, back to back in pretty much the same day I had both cars, the traction, especially from 0 to 60, or in general, full stop, with handling, and especially from traction, dig stops, so you know, like 0 to 60s or from traffic lights, this facelifted one is so much better than the outgoing model. I mean, so much better, to the extent I have tested this the 0 to 60 out, and unrecorded off camera I done 0 to 60 in 4.9, so I want to replicate that. I did it first go I've ever done, so I reckon we can probably get a little bit better. And if anyone watches the channel quite a bit as well, they'll know that I've done 0 to 60s on other, you know, really impressive cars. I think my friend had a Golf R, and admittedly it's it was an unmodified Golf R, and there's, you know, but nonetheless they're still they're scrambled for a front wheel drive car. They're still a benchmark for by hatchback standards, so RS3 and Golf R, and obviously as you add more power they can be even quicker than, you know, what I was doing, which I think was 4.4, which is crazy to be fair. So that's where these front wheel drive cars really do struggle, and obviously we give up, you know, so much traction there, so we've got no chance against cars like that. But been meaning to do these, so let's do some 0 to 60 with these new tyres and with this intake. Obviously still yet to add the turbo tube, or tube, should I say it properly. But yeah, let's see what we can do 0 to 60 in this Type R with these better tyres on. Traction control semi-off essentially on R mode. Let's have a look. Still a lot of scramble. So that's that was terrible actually. I just did one kind of off shot, and I don't know what it is, but I'm going to pull over and just find out. There was so much scramble on that, and that was 0 to 60 in 5.1, so still really impressive. Now obviously what this car has over a standard car actually is just an Venturi intake, that's it. But it's not that that's necessarily making it go quicker 0 to 60, because before I had the Venturi intake, the thing that was making the differences for 0 to 60 was these slightly bigger than standard size. I'll give you the links in the bio as to the size, so you know, because some of you FK8 guys might want to try it. Now, they're actually really good price as well, but more than anything you are getting traction so much better, so that's why I kind of went to them. I had an idea that they would make a difference, and they did. The biggest reason I think, well, I mean there's definitely more grip, but one of the other reasons is, this is why I wanted to try it, is that you can now get 60 260 mile an hour in second gear, so you don't have to change up for third gear, so you're not robbing yourself of probably say another half a second ish, you know, in a manual transmission car. So yeah, basically this is effectively, you know, not meaning you have to go into second gear again, which is third gear again, should I say. So it's really, really good, and that does help no end. So I'm just going to do one, but this is in the damp, so it's not going to help. And that was a shoddy 5.9, so let's slow down. We're going to go for another one. Okay, let's give it another go. I think the roads are damp, so it is really, really hard. So I'm going to try and pedal it a little bit in first, and then probably short shift for second. But let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get that back in the forwards, because it seems hard to replicate. I've done it once, and now it seems as though I'm struggling to get it. I've had a couple of goes, and I've been in the 5, so I don't want this video to fall flat on its face. It was so easy last time as well, but it was dry. It was actually 9 degrees, but dry, as in hasn't been, you know, raining the day before and in the morning. Whereas today it's a little bit warmer, but it's unfortunately damp on the ground. It's just, I think, pretty much everywhere. It looks like there's a dry line as such where your tyres need to go, but I think probably not enough, and it is affecting traction. I have kind of effectively now warmed the tyres a little bit, so maybe we might be able to get it, but let's have a look. Timing gear's ready to go. 4.9, and that was shocking. So don't get me wrong, that was bogged, not bogged, but like yeah, I suppose bogged really. So I bogged that. It weren't because it got bite and then it over bit, and then the transmission, you know, struggled to kind of follow up. I'm talking crap now, but you know what I mean. It bogged basically, so essentially it felt like there was like loads of lag before we got traction. I think because I was pedaling it too much. I don't know what I'd done, but anyway, it was poor. But I think nonetheless, if I add a bit more power to get that to be sharper and really get on song quicker, I think we then might have the traction issues we were having when we were getting in the 5. So anyway, that was 4.9, and that's, yeah, it is easy really, because you're just having to pedal and then just be gentle as you kind of modulate into the throttle, so blend into the throttle lightly, and then short shift a little bit as well into second, and then it seemed to have traction then. But I think if you could honestly get traction in first, and you could really hit it hard and have it in boost in first, I think you would get, I think 4.544. And I am determined to get it under 4.9, because I've now done a 4.95 twice, and it is easy to get that, really, really easy. We are on a really flat ground. If anything, it's probably uphill, so it's probably not great. We could do the old draggy thing or P gear thing, and find somewhere that's got a little bit of a decline and give it a bit, make it a bit easier for the car. But no, it's quite good actually. Where I go is really nice and flat and decent, so it will allow us to kind of have a really nice fair test as well. But yeah, traction's the biggest issue. So let's have a few more goes and we'll call it quits. Right, so let's do another 0 to 60. I'm going to make this my last, I think. Make it a good one. 4.9, 4.95. I just can't get it under that, to be fair. Maybe that's the sweet spot for the car. Maybe that's all you can get by not revving it out into third. I feel like even if I revved out into third maybe and didn't let it ride, I might be able to get a bit better than that, but hey, I'm going to leave it there. 4.9 is damn good for a front wheel drive car. Now all we need, not for traction, but now all we need in general is more power. Keep an eye on the channel because there is a lot more power coming. I say a lot more power. There's definitely going to be a lot more power coming, but for now we've definitely got some things coming. We've got the Venturi carbon tube, which we're going to test. We're going to do some 60 to 130s, maybe even a dyno, to see what that's given us as well. Apparently I'm hearing really, really good things about it, so I cannot wait. It's going to be good. As well as lots of other things for the future, obviously coming up, including more racing in Time Attack, UK Time Attack. We are going to be racing a full season of Time Attack in my FK8 and my Supra. So maybe a shared calendar between the two of them, but it's going to be awesome. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you've got any comments, any questions, hit us up in the comment section. And yeah, just thank you always for the support. I hope you love the FK8 videos. We love driving this car, and I absolutely adore this car. It is amazing. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, like, share, comment and subscribe. See you again in the next one. Bye for now.